and 27.4% helium. The remaining 2% is made up of trace amounts of other elements like oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, neon, and iron. Think of it this way: the Sun is like a giant, self-contained hydrogen bomb that has been continuously exploding for 4.5 billion years, but in a very controlled way. The Sun has several distinct layers. At its center is the core, where the Sun's energy is produced. Surrounding the core is the radiative zone, where energy slowly travels outward. Above that is the convection zone, where hot plasma rises and cools before sinking back down, like boiling water in a pot. The visible surface we see from Earth is called the photosphere. Above the photosphere are the chromosphere and then the corona, the Sun's expansive outer atmosphere. Part 3, the engine, how the Sun produces heat. Narrator: the Sun's immense energy is generated by a process called nuclear fusion, which occurs in its core. The core is under incredible pressure and has a temperature of about 15 million degrees Celsius, 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. At these extreme conditions, hydrogen gas becomes plasma, and the nuclei of hydrogen atoms are forced to collide and fuse together. Specifically, 4 hydrogen nuclei fuse to form one helium nucleus. However, the mass of the resulting helium nucleus is slightly less than the mass of the 4 original hydrogen nuclei. This lost mass is converted into a tremendous amount of energy, as described by Einstein's famous equation, E equals mc squared. This energy is released as heat and light. The temperature profile, from core to corona. The Sun's temperature varies dramatically depending on the layer. The core is the hottest region, at around 15 million degrees Celsius. As you move outward, the temperature drops. The photosphere, the visible surface, has a temperature of about 5,500 degrees Celsius, 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. To put that in perspective, the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth was 56.7 degrees Celsius, 134 degrees Fahrenheit in Death Valley, California. The Sun's surface is about 100 times hotter than that. Even the coolest parts of the Sun, the sunspots, are still around 3,000 to 4,500 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt any known material. But then, something strange happens. As you move further out into the Sun's atmosphere, the temperature begins to rise again. The chromosphere is hotter than the photosphere, and the corona, the outermost layer, reaches temperatures of over 2 million degrees Celsius, 3.5 million degrees Fahrenheit. This is one of the Sun's biggest mysteries. Why is the atmosphere so much